Hey there, I'm going to try to get better about posting more videos of the work I'm doing. I've really gotten bad about that, but I am still continuing to craft, believe it or not. So I just don't share a lot anymore like I used to back in the day. So anyway, I just finished, and that's the other thing too. I start a bunch of work and I just don't finish it. I get bored with it and I move on to something else. So I've got piles everywhere of stuff that I started and haven't finished, and I've made a promise to myself that I am going back and I'm finishing up everything. So before I start anything new, I'm going to go back and finish all the journals and stuff that I started, and then move on. So right now I have this art journal that I had started for myself, and it was going to be one that I was going to just do art journaling, which is what I used to do when I first started my YouTube channel. And so this was going to be a journal I was going to write in. It's a hybrid journal. So there is journaling for writing, there's watercolor paper in here, so you can do actual art journaling with paints and heavy media. And you know, it's just got kind of a, also I'm jumping around all over the place because I can't get my head straight right now. Sorry about that, you guys. Anyway, so I'm still debating on whether or not, I've got all these journals and I've decided I want to start gifting them to some of my subscribers who have also been purchasing my CraftRMD stashes. So I'm trying to figure out what would be best suited for each person, as far as, you know, how they craft, at least how I think they craft from the products that they purchased from me. So that's going to determine on who's going to get what from all the stuff I'm working on right now. So this art journal, though it was intended originally for me, it is going to someone else. So here we go. I thought I would just go ahead and share what I did. Now, this was supposed to actually fit inside the journal, and it got too much of a wide alligator mouth on it by doing that. And though I have the room to do it because of the suspender belt closure I did, I just didn't like the way it looked. Like right now, that's pretty good. I'm okay with that. As far as how this looks, but when you stuff this in here, it just goes from this to like this. It goes way up. Excuse my nails, I'm way overdue. I have like boo-boos from where I scrape. I'm a big old donkey Girl Scout, so I'm constantly scraping myself, and yeah, and I'm 2 weeks overdue for a fill on my nails, and I don't know why I felt like oversharing, but I just did. So can't get past it now. Okay, so back to the journal. So anyway, this was supposed to fit in there, and it was just it just made it too big. So I decided to just take this out. So when I send this, it's just going to be, you know, wrapped in some paper in an envelope like this. So anyway, I guess I could share this with you. So what I did is I've taken a couple of Nellie Wortman's online classes, and though she has just fabric draping all over her beautiful journals, I didn't want to do that on this because, again, I was going to art journal in this, and I'm a very messy one, and I didn't want to have all that. And plus, when I set these up in my craft room, I set them up like this, so I didn't want to have a bunch of fabric off the bottom that would keep me from doing that. And of course, now I'm giving this away, so I guess it really didn't matter, but it is what it is. So anyway, but I was inspired by Nellie Wortman's couple of her classes, online classes that I took when I first started this journal, like, I don't know how many years ago. So anyway, I decided to put a suspender closure on this. I just have it glued down. I don't know how well that's going to hold, but this is a altered book cover. So this was like a Dean Koontz hardcover book that I had, and so I just gutted it, and I'm using the covers. I altered the book covers for this journal. So it's got 3 signatures in it, and it's just a pamphlet, straight up pamphlet stitch on here. I decided not to cover it up. I liked the look of the sewing, and again, I made this for me originally, so hopefully whoever winds up with this is going to like it as well. So on the back, I do have bookbinding linen tape that is all over this spine here, just to really reinforce it. I have this handmade by, and I can't remember who these labels are from. I don't remember. And I used my editing software just to plug my name in there. I originally should have just put holes in it so that it would come through the book board, but I didn't do that. This is a Lost Coast Designs stamp up here that says Altered Book. And then we get into this suspender closure here. All I did was I took some fabric that I had, some just canvas fabric that I had, and I stamped it with the script stamp, and then sewed it to where I knew it would fit in this suspender closure here. And then, so you just open it, so you can like adjust this. So there's still room where if you did want to like pop this in there, you could like open this up and, you know, get more length out of it. Actually quite a bit. So you can see I just kind of folded it over and did a running stitch down each side, and then folded this over so that there wouldn't be any fraying, and also to provide a stop for the suspender buckle right here. And then you get into it, and I just have some corrugated cardboard in the back with the dry wash paint on it to soften that cardboard color. Whoops, there you go. A Tim Holtz cabinet card, just some laces from my stash. I have no idea where I got it from. This is a Pinterest image, and as my focal point here, I kind of wanted this to be like all about doors. So this book is just all about doors, with a little bit of nature thrown in there. So it's kind of an eclectic journal. I have this Susan Leonard, whatever her name is, the mixed media jewelry lady, Leonard Casimir, I don't know. Anyway, old piece of hers that I've had forever. As a matter of fact, I've had it so long that there were pieces that have fallen off. This piece should be over here. One of the crystals fell out, so I had to just fill it with one of my beads. I liked the color because it coordinated with the door really well. So let's get into it. And I used some Victoria Designs for the nature part, and then my porch prints for these doors. This is her adorable doors, and I used it as just kind of a little tuck spot, and I've got just like a wallpaper fabric paper. It's not fabric, it's just a sample that's a part of a digital kit, and I don't remember who this was, so yeah. And then I have a glassine bag. This one was done a la Lori Fusco, Girl on the Ridge. I'm heavily influenced by her as well. I would adore her work. And so I have just like another Pinterest. I believe this is from the New York Library. A little door entryway on the glassine bag, along with some, I believe these are Tsunami Rose florals that I used with my silhouette. And then I have, and I don't remember whose tag this is either, and I did like a ledger page on the back. Unfortunately, I don't remember. I have so many printables that at the time, you know, I started this journal, I was using them, and I just don't remember. Some of them I just remember, others I don't. I'm not on a design team, so I don't have to remember. So, but this is definitely Victoria Designs. Of course, now having said that, I think it's Victoria Designs. And I'm just going to do really quick. So you can do some journaling here, and then this is some mixed media paper. Again, that I did some stamping on. And you can paint this. This is what's great about this. I have a little, what is this? A coin envelope that I've reinforced the flaps on the other side, and I reinforced it with some Tim Holtz cloth tape right here. And this is watercolor paper. So what I did is I have torn all the edges of the watercolor paper so it's a rough edge. Well, actually all the papers. And inked all the edges of it so you can see the flap right here. But again, I just wanted to reinforce it. And then it's just made another little tuck spot here for another tag that's backed with some more ledger paper. And then you flip it over and there's just some more little decorating there on the back of the envelope that you really don't see unless you're flipping it over and actually doing some painting and stuff on the page here. And then I've got like a lot of collaging. I kind of like just started like a base, so the base is done and you can just move on with any more painting that you want to do. And then I have a rusty paper clip here that's just holding this in place so that it doesn't flop all over. And then some more of that Victoria, the other side of that Victoria Designs. I did some stamping, some printable lace paper on the back. I don't remember who that's from. And then I have some of the cotton fabric that I folded over on a lot of these pages to use as tabs. I've got like a little art palette dangle here that I just did some beading on a bulb, Tim Holtz bulb charm. Not charm, just pin. Bulb pin. And this is a stencil from, I believe that's a Pam Carricker stencil from, and I don't remember the company now. But again, this is really heavy duty watercolor paper. This is Braille paper right here. Everything's coffee dyed. So I have another little rusty paper clip here. This is coffee dyed Braille paper. I have a little cute little cat image in here on this little mini CD envelope. Just gonna try to do a flip without explaining too much, but I feel like I've already done that, so we're way beyond that point already. Another one of the My Porch Prints Adorable Doors. I just stamped on the inside, and then you see the tag right here, which can be pulled out. I believe this is Artie Mae's. And then I backed it with some more, I think that's Victoria Designs paper. I believe this, pretty sure this is Artie Mae's anyway. And another, this is a rusty safety pin. Some more watercolor paper. Again, more down here with a bulb pin. This is a vellum envelope that I put like a Pinterest image of a rusty door, and then you can flip it over and you've got the watercolor paper here that you can do some art on. And then I have this old ledger paper right here that I've inked up, and you can do some more writing in here as well. So you see what I'm talking about as far as being able to create some art and then also having some room for some journaling. There's some more of that mixed media paper right here. And again, I believe that's another Pam Carricker stencil that I used. This is just tucked in here. There's like a lot of room between the signatures because I wanted to leave a lot of room so that I wouldn't have alligator, you know, the alligator mouth here. But it just wound up getting super thick on this side, and then everything inside is like still lots of room. So I was trying to throw stuff in. So this is a TaylorMade Journals Railway Ledger receipt or something like that. And I just folded it in half and made a little booklet, and I sewed some fabric, cotton muslin, around it just to reinforce the spine. And then you open it, and I've got like this ruler that's a printable from somebody, and then just, you know, a notepad basically that has it's a covered notepad. Man, I'm really having a hard time finding my words, as usual. Some more watercolor paper, Victoria Designs, more watercolor paper. There's some more stamping. I did like window stamping. Even though this is doors, it was like doors and windows was kind of the theme here, along with a little bit of nature thrown in. Some more watercolor. Oh no, that's mixed media paper. It just has a lot of gesso on this side. Another little mini CD envelope that's got a little image in it. And again, I tried to reinforce everything that would flip so that it doesn't tear, but that's just a little tuck spot for hidden journaling. Little dragonfly charm on this one. And then I've got another Pinterest door here that I just made a little tuck spot pocket. And again, another little journaling spot right here. Whoops, upside down. And then on the back is graph paper. So again, you can do some journaling. This is a little book charm on this little dangle right here. Got another little flip up. Oh, I put some tabs in here. So there's like some extra tabs if you wanted to just use those in the journal or wherever. But again, just a little tuck spot if you want to do some hidden journaling. Some of that mixed media paper. Some watercolor paper. And again, everything lays flat, so it's great if you want to use it for writing or for working in. Just put like a heavy, like I use a hockey puck. So I just put a hockey puck when I'm working in these, and this will stay down. And so any kind of heavy weighted item, if it flops over like that. But I like how everything just opens flat when you're doing it. When you're working in it, I mean. Some more watercolor paper here. This one has a little bell dangle on it. Another one of those tags that I really wish I could remember where I got them. It was either Tracy Fox, Artie Mays, I'm not sure. The other part of that New York library image that I used in the front of the book. Again, with some more Braille paper right here. Watercolor paper. Done some stamping on. Just some more of these little ruffles that I've sewn to hang off the edge. Oh, and this one has like a little key. I thought that went with the whole door theme. There's that Pam Carricker stencil again. More watercolor paper. Mixed media paper. It's so pretty. I love that. And then this is a backed right here with, this is a upholstery swatch from a swatch book. I'm fortunate that my local Tampa art group, there's a lady in our group who works for an interior designer, and so she occasionally brings in fabric swatch books that we all fight over. And so this is one of the fabric swatches from one of the books she brought in, and I just thought the colors went really well with this whole, you know, page, the image that I wanted to use, the page from Victoria Designs. And then you've got just another little tag in here, and then it's a double pocket, so you got the pocket here, and then tucked back behind it is another pocket, and it's just got another New York Library image right here. I think it's the New York Library anyway. So that can just get tucked back here. Tag goes here. It's kind of a tight fit. And then the back of the journal. So there's the journal, and then what I'm also including is, with this, is the little folio that I made. Again, it was intended to go in here. And I don't feel like tying this bow again, so I'm just going to try to slide this down so I don't have to tie it. And again, I've just got like a little door image here. Little collage thing going on, just a little trifold I made, some more, another Pinterest image of a window. Here's the back of it. I collage podged this so that it would be protected. And then like triple pockets here. So, oh, I forgot, the base of this is actually an 11 by 17 ledger page. So I folded the 11/17 up where I had this pocket. So now there's a pocket back here, which I reinforced with that Tim Holtz tape. And then you have the cardstock pocket in the front. And I just did some stamping with some Tim Holtz stamps here. I think this is just a Hero Art stamp. And another one of the Tim Holtz stamps right there. And again, I just used cotton fabric and sewed around it to reinforce the spine on each side of this little folio here. And inside this one is just a little envelope, a coin envelope that I've done some collaging on. And inside, whoa, inside is just quite a few die cuts. I did some die cutting on my Silhouette machine. I inked this one up because I thought I was going to use it in the journal, and I wound up not using it. But they're cute little windows that I cut out with the, you know, even the window panes are cut out for you. So these are great to use in your journals or on a card or whatever. The same one here that I used on the front. And then there's that cat one that's not inked up. So I have those included. Another New York Library. What is this? I don't even remember. This is like a mansion, Baltimore house, the mansion of the Calverts. I think this is like a blueprint. And again, I just used it so you can have like a little journaling. Oh gosh, I'll do that later. Okay, and then I have these tags for the Graphics Fairy. I used to be a member of the Graphics Fairy membership, monthly, I don't know, weekly, monthly, whatever it is, membership to her printables. And then I did some stamping on the back of that, and I can't remember what, this was from years ago. So anyway, and so you can do some journaling on the back, and then I have some of those tabs which I included in this book here. So that goes there. This envelope will go in the back pocket right there. And then in the middle pocket, I made, this was a Prima packaging that I just made a tag out of. Again, another New York Public image right there. And I just made a little notepad and sewed that in. Yeah, it's sewn to the back of this. So this is sewn in, but cute little notepads again. This came from the Graphics Fairy that coordinates with those tags. I've got just a little key up here. And you can see that ledger paper in the back here, so that's what the base is. And then I've just got cardstock all over to reinforce it. Another tag with the notes on the back. And then on this pocket right here, just another tag. And another little envelope with some collage on it, a la Lori, right here. And then inside this one, I have the doors that I cut out. Whoa. Okay, got quite a few in there. This is just a coffee dyed glassine bag that I have. And again, I have like another, I think, blueprint. Or this is just actually a picture of a door right here with graph paper on the back. And then I die cut again with my silhouette, and so I've got like all these My Porch Print doors that I've included in here. So quite a few of those that you can craft with. And that's it, you guys. So this one will be going out soon. And that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know down below. All right, guys, I'll see you later with the next journal I have going out.